Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to As Seen on TV podcast episode for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, the only season, episode 15, Yes Men. I'm your host, Mike, filling in for Dom this week, and with me, to my right, is, that way, the Miss Clio.
Hello!
How are we doing this evening?
I think that should be my new...
You need tarot cards.
Huh?
You need tarot cards. Is that copyrighted? That's not copyrighted. Just start, giving people readings during the show while we're talking about...
Considering Miss Clio, got took to court, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah, she's... Anyway. It was the Asgardian episode we've all been hearing about and waiting for probably over a month with Lorelai. How was it?
It's friggin' awesome.
It was actually pretty awesome. So, right into it. End of last episode introduced Lorelai, where she mind-controlled some guy who was just married to ditch his wife and take her out of the Valley of Death. So, considering we've seen that, are her actions with taking over the biker gang surprising?
Taking over the biker gang, I guess it wasn't surprising, but I was surprised when she just flings the guy into the car. I was like, well, you just threw out another lackey. You could have just kept him. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird. Like, he's your first lackey.
It's funny. She's just...
Yeah, just like, done with you. Like, it would have been better if it was just like, backhand. And, he goes flying into the car. But it was your first lackey. He removed you from the Valley of Death, as you so aptly put it. Why kill him? Manpower.
I guess there were a lot of bikers. So.
There were a lot of bikers. Bikers stronger than random nerdy guy who just got married.
Yeah, poor random nerdy guy who just got married.
Well, Lorelai, take over biker gang. Works. One thing I want to mention, speaking of that, did ya... She doesn't know what money is.
No.
I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I said gold and jewels. You bring me paper? I expected her to, punch his friggin' head off right at that point. But, moving on. Skye is recovering. As far as we can tell. She's getting a little stir-crazy in bed, but Simmons wants her to stay in bed. Do you think, Simmons is being a bit overprotective of Skye, considering she doesn't understand the drug she was given?
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if that she doesn't understand the drug is what's bothering her. I think it might just be she doesn't understand why it's happening so fast. I just think it worked, but why?
There's no trace of it. Your blood is clean. Your blood is just blood.
Must test.
Must test. I'm not gonna have any blood left if you keep taking it, That's a smile it off, walk away. Must test more.
It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it'll just be fine. But so she wants to get this stuff tested, send it to HQ, but Coulson's kind of no, you're not doing that. Not until we talk to Director Fury, who's off grid. Why is he off grid?
I don't know, and at first when I watched it, I was just sort of like, he's doing a thing, he's fine. But then thinking more, if they're going the comic book route, he's left before, went off grid when he's been in trouble. And in which case Nina takes over. So I'm actually a little worried that it might be something bad.
Do you think it's the aftermath of defying the Peace Council or whatever at the end of the Avengers when they wanted to nuke New York? Remember?
Yeah, what exactly was with the Peace Council? I always get so wrapped up in the fact that he basically tells them to go fuck themselves that,
yeah.
I never really bothered to ask who the fuck they are.
They seem like to be the authority or something. Like, they're the secret... there's the UN and then there's these people. They're, above the UN, sort of. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. answers to them, whoever the hell they are.
Yeah.
They basically say, we're gonna nuke New York, and Fury's like, no.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he basically tells them to go fuck themselves and then, ends transmission. Like...
Drops the mic.
Yeah, just drops the mic, walks out of the room.
Yeah.
So, what, like, could it be aftermath from that? Could it be something to do with Winter Soldier coming up?
It could be either both those things.
Both of
it
those
might
things.
also have something to do with the alien, whatever they were looking at that bunker. But Fury disappeared before then, so.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, anyway, they detect energy above the Nevada/California desert that seems to fit with the Bifrost. So go investigate, more energy. Boom! Sif lands in front of their convoy in the middle of the road. Good entrance?
That was the best entrance.
Best entrance. Here's my question.
It's close. How close?
Never mind that question. I was gonna say, why is it not in New Mexico like in Thor? But I guess, it's alien technology. They can, I guess, choose more or less where the Bifrost drops you. Doesn't have to be in the same place.
Yeah.
So, best entrance, sees, oh, you're friends. You work for S.H.I.E.L.D. I need your help. And then she sees Coulson. What sort of dark magic is this?
Yeah, she freaked out.
Yeah. She knew he was, dead.
Dead.
So, what do you think? He tells her to keep a secret, him being alive a secret from Thor until he can tell Thor himself. Do you think we'll see that eventually? Probably, but...
Probably. Somewhere along the line. Unless he shows up in something else, the next time we see Thor is going to be in Avengers.
Yeah, very likely.
More than likely.
More
than 5 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, unless we see him in like a special itty-bitty cameo in like the end, the post-credits Guardians of the Galaxy scene or something like that.
But even then, that's 5 minutes. That's not enough.
That's not even, yeah.
For the conversation that would need to happen when Thor
right.
Coulson's not dead.
And who knows where Coulson will be by the time Avengers 2 hits. I mean, he might be going the way of the Vision, like you have previously stated. Oh
my god! I said that at the end. Me and my dad watched S.H.I.E.L.D. and I said that at the end of the episode. I'm like, I'm still holding hope that he's the fucking Vision.
Well, with Ultron being the villain in Avengers and the Vision being very tightly tied, he was created by Ultron, right? Technically.
Yeah, I heard that. I think so.
I think because
I'm not exactly sure of Vision's origins.
I think he was originally a cyborg created by Ultron. But I'm not positive. Someone who remembers more than I do will have to clarify that. But that if that's the truth, then that lends a little bit of credit to your little Coulson's gonna be the Vision theory. Excitement.
Yeah, and it wasn't mine. I heard or saw it somewhere, but I was the one to bring it to you guys.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
So, S.H.I.E.L.D. is very quick to catch up with Lorelei. And, showdown at, what do you call it?
Gas station?
Was it a gas station? Wasn't it the biker bar?
Diner?
It was a place.
Gas station diner. I think there was a tanker there. I think it was a gas station and a diner or a bar or something.
It was a something.
It was a way station.
It was a way station.
Yeah.
So showing up and knowing from Lady Sif that Lorelei uses sorcery. Now, they've done one side tangent here. They've done a good note in the Marvel Cinematic Universe of establishing Asgardians as being technologically advanced. And a lot of their, so-called magic stemming from the use of, dark energy and sci-fi things. They just outright say that Lorelei is using sorcery.
Yeah.
So, magic. Sorcery. Magic. Does this open up avenues for, Doctor Strange?
Well, was it last episode? Or was it this episode?
I don't know.
Simmons is on the phone, and she says, I've got Doctor Strange working with us, and she's calling Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Was that last episode?
Maybe. If it was, I missed it entirely.
You missed it? I had to point it out to my dad. We had to go back. I was like, she said Doctor Strange.
I'm gonna have to go back and do that.
Yeah, I think that was the last episode. And I completely forgot to bring it up.
Oh, well, alright, so last episode. Well, anyway.
No. So, yes, to answer your question.
Yes.
Yes.
So they're keeping magic open here. That's good.
Yeah. But I feel like, even Lorelei's sorcery can be traced to some sort of science. Like the way they've grounded Asgardian magic is in technology, and it's just a different way that they use energy of the universe.
Right.
So even this sorcery that looks more like magic than the rest of Asgardian technology is probably still science.
There's probably some form of energy manipulation.
Yeah.
Fun. So back to the gas station thingy, the way station. So knowing that Lorelei can do this sorcery, where I got on my side tangent, wouldn't it be smarter to call in a squad of all women?
Yeah.
We know S.H.I.E.L.D. has female agents. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So why not? Call in a whole squad.
That was really dumb, sending the men in.
Sending the men with one woman.
Just to be clear, super dumb. I was just sort of watching. I was like, it's inevitable. One of the guys is gonna get,
Yeah. One of them's gonna get mind controlled.
And my mom's like, why don't they send in like a SWAT team of women? I'm like, good point.
Very good point.
Good point.
I mean, some of their women are their most dangerous agents. Like, look at May.
May.
Look at Black Widow.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Anyway, Sif breaks into the bar, way station place, goes to town. Like, she even tells, the bunch of bikers, tear her apart. Like, okay, it's a diversion.
Humans?
At this point, she must have known, alright, I'm going to use you as a diversion while I escape, because...
Yeah, that's true.
This bunch of humans is going to get the crap kicked out... Well, they did get the crap kicked out of them. They got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And, then the inevitable happens. She sees Ward... Okay, here's my biggest beef with the episode. Ward is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
in plain English. He got the briefing, along with everybody else, that even if her voice doesn't break you, her touch will.
Yeah.
Ward knows this. He stands there. Her voice does nothing to him. He lets her... Ward's a bitch, so he's a she in this episode.
I have a theory.
He lets her get closer to touch him. Now, what's your theory on that? Because I think he's an idiot.
Oh, no doubt he's an idiot. But, her looks. She's not just voice and touch. I think she clearly understands presentation is part of it, too. So, her body language is, I think, a big part of her.
And Ward's a horn dog.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
I know.
So stupid.
I know. Oh my god. We almost did it.
That time scared me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You know what the best part is?
No.
It's a spam message.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it a message from Dom?
No, it would have been amazing.
Read it on air.
That would have been amazing. I would gladly read it on air if it was a message from Dom. So anyway, Ward does Dom. Ward get taken. Ward now mind control.
And I knew he was taking her to Vegas.
Yeah, like, take me someplace fit for a ruler. And it's like...
Yeah, and they were in the middle of the desert. I was like, he's taking her to Vegas.
And as soon as they got to Vegas, I was like, fit for a ruler, he's taking her to Caesar's Palace. Oh my god.
Awesome.
And I just ripped my headphones out of my ear. Tonight's a great night. So, Caesar's Palace. And she looks around at the statues, the marble statue, like... Impressive.
She's like, that's gonna be me.
That's gonna be me soon.
I'm gonna tear that down.
But
Me.
you're very, summarize the next few minutes. You're very resourceful. You're strong, stronger than all those other men. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I know you don't really value me higher than anybody else. Then congratulations, Ward. You screwed an Asgardian.
I was like, yep.
Ward is the Kirk of this series.
Yep. No, fuck that.
I know, fuck that. I'm sorry.
Kirk have game. Kirk has game. Ward doesn't have game.
I'm aware Ward doesn't have game. But
Ward stumbles into vaginas. It's like
just stumbles on in. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah. So, yeah.
I was like, yep, I saw it. Yeah, this is where
Congratulations. Bang an alien. Cross that off your bucket list.
Couldn't have gone any other way.
Nope. So, after that, they're on the plane. get on the plane, get on the plane. Now that they're on the plane, all of a sudden they realize that... I'm sorry, this is after searching the room and finding nothing. They get back to the plane, and they realize that Lorelai and Ward snuck onto the plane. Because...
hijacking.
Yes, that is exactly... And as May says, first thing, she's taking out her biggest threat.
Yeah.
So, all that happens. Takes off. Sends, Oh, yeah. I'm skipping ahead, I'm sorry. Sif brought an Asgardian collar with her that would silence Lorelai and make her completely useless. It gets broken by a shotgun blast. Now, Fitz was actually able to fix it. Just see that coming.
No. When he comes up with it fixed, I'm like, bitch, you did not.
Like, really, you did not. But here...
How the fuck did he do that?
Well, you know what? Fitz is really good with technology. So, if anybody, on their team is able to do something with that, it would be Fitz.
I guess, but jeez.
And he gave a pretty decent explanation. Technobabble to explain away a plot point, standard, speaking of Star Trek, standard Star Trek plot here.
True.
But, here's my question. Do you think Lorelai somehow got to him sooner? And she had told him how to fix it so he can keep up the illusion of cover.
Maybe, but that doesn't make sense because she could have easily told him to
destroy it. Yeah.
Or feign ignorance, like, oh, I couldn't fix it.
Feigning, exactly. Feigning, I couldn't fix it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just a thought I just had a couple minutes ago, so I figured I'd bring it up.
It's completely possible, I think. No, but maybe. Yeah, no, that's true, because they got on the plane. They could have had all of that time that they were on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, but I don't know. It's possible. We'll never know, though.
So, yeah. Plane takes off. They realize Skye and Simmons are locked in Skye's little med pod. May goes upstairs to figure out what the hell's going on. Does she? I forgot what May did at this point. Well, oh yeah, Sif gets ejected out of the airlock in the their little interrogation room.
I love that. Coulson's like, she's an Asgardian. She didn't go anywhere. Let her back in.
Exactly.
Onto the hull of the plane.
Like, I just love... No, the favorite part of this whole little sequence is Fitz... Coulson walks upstairs, runs to Fitz, who just locked Sif in there. Yeah. It's like... Because he hears the banging. Yeah, and he's like, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden, like, he plays coy, like, with Fitz, like...
Oh.
Lorelai wanted me to lock her in there. Oh, well, Lorelai wanted me to do this. She's something, isn't she? Yeah, she's amazing. Back and forth. I'm gonna go do something else now.
That was great. I was like, good job, Coulson.
Yeah. Oh. But anyway.
I'm very glad that Lorelai didn't get the Coulson.
I'm very happy too. That would have made me very sad.
Yeah, it would have.
But anyway, the whole fight sequence on the bus is amazing between everybody. Between Ward and May, they beat they beat the hell out of each other, the whole thing, and then Sif and Lorelai have an epic duel with the broken halves of Sif's double-bladed sword that made me think of Darth Maul getting his lightsaber cut in half.
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyway.
I was just very sad because the lady who played Lorelai did not have enough sword training.
No, she didn't have enough sword training. No, but you gotta think, she played the character really, really well.
She did!
Especially for just being a short-lived one-off villain.
How do you know she's one-off?
Well, for this season, they only have her signed on for 2 episodes. Okay. So, unfortunately, that's...
Anyway.
Yeah,
she acted it beautifully, but part of acting is also movement.
My chair is...
As soon as she started swinging that sword, I was just like, oh god.
This recording's probably gonna pick up the subtle sinking sounds of my chair because it's groaning as it's slowly sinking. Anyway. Whole fight happens. Sif succeeds in getting the collar on Lorelai's face, and as I see in the show notes, I will gladly read this. Are all Asgardian handcuffs basically S&M gags?
That was like the biggest thing on Tumblr after. It wasn't the big. I lied. After Avengers came out, though, that was the thing on Tumblr. It's like Thor's putting his brother in an S&M gag.
And now this thing is like some fancy thing going on.
It's just really weird. I guess, and also, Lorelai and Loki are similar in their powers, as in they are. One's a trickster, one's a sorcerer, but they both use their words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta stop them from speaking.
Silver tongues.
Yeah.
Very, very silver tongues. So.
Can we talk about May and Ward, please?
Actually, starting on.
Oh, I shook the table.
And there goes your lens flare blocker.
Ruined it all.
We're doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. We're really not live.
We're cool.
We're cool.
Keep going.
Okay, starting on the Ward and May. First off, their fight was amazing, and it reminds me of something I read about last episode, a review that said that that they noticed that the fight choreography has gotten better. And I thought, yeah, I noticed that. And now this episode, I noticed it even more, especially the hand-to-hand combat scenes. And as far as May goes, I'm pretty sure that actress has a lot of, martial arts training. And I'm not saying that because she's Asian. I'm just saying that because I read that somewhere. And the guy who plays Ward is actually doing really good too. But after that,
we all know it's because she's Mulan.
Yes, it's all because she's Mulan. Now, we get to a little tidbit that Lorelai says to May before walking away. He told me, he told me he never even desired you. Like, you're his second choice. Or something like that, along those lines.
I think it was, she said...
Yeah, I forget the quote.
She wasn't the one...
Like, you weren't the one he had the hots for.
Not the one he has feelings for.
Right, yeah, you're not the one. Not you. So...
Yep.
That probably made it easier for May to beat the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah, are you kidding me?
But who does Ward have the hots for?
Do you need me to say? Do you not know?
Sky.
Know? Of course it's Sky.
Yeah, of course it's Sky.
No, it's Coulson, actually.
Yes, Ward's gay. It's all a cover.
No, if he was gay, it would be so fucking stupid.
Good point, he'd be more intelligent. So, anyway.
Sorry,
No, it made me giggle. So Ward and May have an epic fight. It gets to the point where Ward's about to shoot her in the face.
Oh my God, she took the clip.
I know, it was brilliant. And then
Lost my shit. I was like, no.
S&M bondage gets on Lorelai's face. The spell is broken.
I'm okay.
It's like, okay, it's me. We're good. She punches him anyway. I know.
Yeah.
And walks away.
She would have done a lot more than that.
Yeah, she was very, lenient. And Fitz is back with a big black eye like, sir, I understand why you had to punch me. I forgive you.
You want to know what I thought he was going to say?
Huh.
I thought he was going to thank him. I thought it was going to be
I'm good. Okay.
the most interesting man in the world. If he punches you, you thank him.
Yeah, when he punches you, you thank him. That's great. So, after all of this, Coulson goes down the sky, tells everybody else, get out, has a private convo with her about the stuff he injected her with. She's like, well, we're alive. I don't give a damn. They have a heartfelt back and forth. He tells her that it's an alien origin stuff that's keeping her alive. She doesn't care. She's like, I'm on 084. For all that knows means I'm an alien. And they have this lovely conversation. And then it cuts to commercial.
My favorite thing about that conversation.
Go on.
Is the look on Coulson's face when he realizes she's totally cool with it.
Yup.
He's like, you should be freaking out. And then she's like, no, it's fine. We're alive. And he's just like, has this look of admiration. Like, he fucking respects her so much.
Like, yeah, like, you know, she's like, death sucks. We're alive. You know, that's a win for me.
Really awesome.
So, like, and so now Coulson states after this, we're going after Quinn, basically. Well,
Answers.
yeah, they're going for answers. I think their ultimate goal is going after the clairvoyant.
Yes, but they have no way to get to him.
Right.
All they have is Quinn. Quinn's the only one they can get to.
So,
Theoretically.
right after their lovely convo, it cuts to commercial. And then it comes back. And now, I was watching this online after it aired, okay? I thought there was a bug or something, because it goes right back to the scene, word for word. I'm like, oh, I'm getting all ready to, like, exit out or do something, and then it starts changing. I'm like, oh, you tricksy bastard. So I kept watching. May's bugging the room, listening in. Picks up the phone. It's May. Coulson knows. Yeah, he knows. Coulson knows. Fade to black.
Yep.
Just
So
brilliant.
did we hear the person on the other side of the phone?
No, not at all. We can assume that it is probably either Fury or Hill or someone equally high up.
I don't think it was either any of them directly.
No, okay, it was probably someone who's higher clearance level, 9 or 10, like something like that.
Well, no, 10 is only Fury.
Right, okay, so it's probably, if it's,
the one.
right, if it's not Fury, it's someone level 9. So May has basically been there the whole time to keep her eye on Coulson.
Yeah, and I hope that it's Fury.
I kind of hope it's Fury, too.
Hope it's Fury.
I know Sam Jackson signed on for, I think, another 1 or 2 episodes. So...
Yeah, that's also why I think the whole Coulson the whole Fury off the grid thing is bad.
Right.
Bad news.
And that'll be an episode's plot to resolve that.
Yeah. There is a part of me that thinks it could also be going the other way. Like she's a spy.
Oh, like she's a spy for the clairvoyant?
Yes. My heart is in that it's Fury. I'm all
Oh, yeah.
But there is the chance that it could be not good.
I am very...
But
I didn't think of that. I like May a lot, so I don't want her to be a bad guy. I don't want her to be a villain, so...
I know. That's why I'm mostly leaning on the side of Fury, but I can't ignore the fact that it could be somebody bad. But it did sound like she gave, like, a S.H.I.E.L.D. code or whatever.
You're right, she did.
It's probably a S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, and I'm praying that it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
Yeah, I agree. So... next episode. 16. End of the beginning. Very short synopsis. We can't even find a date when this is going to air. Theory is 2 to 3 weeks. So another break.
Fuckers.
So another break.
Got Once Upon a Time back.
I know, exactly. So basically, the theory is that they're delaying this to coincide with the release of Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's coming out April 4th.
Right. That's in 3 weeks. Yeah, today is 1, 2, 3 weeks, 2 days. So, it could work. Good theory.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, then that episode, if it comes out on a Tuesday like it normally does, will be 2 or 3 days before the release of Winter Soldier.
Right. And then they'll probably have... maybe they could do 2 tie-in episodes. An episode that leads up to it, then Winter Soldier, and then an episode that deals with the aftermath.
Well, we know for sure that Fury is in Winter Soldier. Right? He's in the trailers.
We will know.
Cap talks to him.
Yeah, you're right. He does. So, I don't even have to...
We know
Can I
either
Google?
in the beginning or in the end of the movie. Somewhere in that movie.
He's there.
There.
So maybe that will be the lead up to S.H.I.E.L.D.
Maybe.
For Fury, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, the little...
I hope, and I'm sorry, I love this I read it in Ultimates, but I think a similar thing happens in the regular Marvel universe when Fury drops off the grid. It was some sort of like he was falsely accused of something and he has to go into hiding, and then Nina Hill takes over. She just fucking brings down the hammer.
Brings down the hammer.
Love that arc in Ultimates. It's awesome. So I kind of hope that this means Nina's getting a bigger role because she's a very interesting character.
So do I hope. But I don't think we're going to see her in the show much because I don't think the actress is...
No, not the show. I'm talking about the movie. I'm talking about Winter Soldier.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Because I think either what's going to happen in Winter Soldier is that we're going to see why Fury falls off the grid, or Fury's already off the grid and then this is him coming back. Or he's back to tell Cap stuff or whatever. So I think in Winter Soldier, Nina might have a bigger role.
Okay, that'd be awesome, actually. So, the limited synopsis we could find. Yeah.
So good. It makes me want... I need to go resurrect my comics and read those over.
I'm actually quite excited. I'm excited for every Marvel movie. What the hell? I'm really excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. Just the cast alone. What? Yeah, I know.
Trailer.
Anyway.
Oh.
I mean, come on. They got Bradley Cooper. They got... Okay. It was sold... Karen Gillian. They got... Vin Diesel. I love Vin Diesel.
Motherfucker. Glenn Close.
Yes, that was the seller. That was the seller for me. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. Plus, yeah. Great stuff. But anyway.
Sorry.
Agents Garrett and Triplet are back. I like them both. Bill Paxton was amazing. He is amazing. That character was awesome. But they're back to help Coulson's team track down S.H.I.E.L.D's nefarious enemy, the Clairvoyant. But will Deathlock destroy them all to protect his master's identity? So more Mike. More Deathlock.
Word that, though.
What?
They word that, like, Mike's motivation is to protect the Clairvoyant. His motivation is to save his son, so he's going to do whatever the Clairvoyant tells him.
Right. Exactly.
Unless Coulson and the team can promise or can get his son.
Right.
I think if that happens, then Mike might not care about himself.
Now...
And will turn on the Clairvoyant.
This could be leading up. We know that Bill Paxton has a few more episodes in him. Here, like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. The character from the comics, Agent Garrett, he is a cyborg. He has cybernetic enhancements, much like Deathlock, like they gave Mike.
But so, not as intense.
Not as intense. I believe he has an arm and part of a leg or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he has an arm. So it's possible that this could be leading up to him getting that in the show.
Yeah.
Or it could be unrelated, and I'm just wildly speculating and taking stabs at the dark here. All I know is I want to know who the flying fuck the Clairvoyant is.
Yeah.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I don't care so much about that.
I'm curious. I mean, it's probably some unnamed character who has nothing to do with the Marvel Universe, someone they invented, and we're just going to be like, oh.
No, I don't think they're going to fly that way. I think it's going to be someone we don't expect, and I hope that they aren't actually psychic. I hope that they're just really fucking smart.
I mean, the theory...
A lot of spies. That's what I hope, because if they're psychic, then okay, fine, he's psychic, whatever. That's a little boring. But to pull off the charade that you are psychic, just being really fucking good at what you do, I think is a lot more interesting.
The theory that that Garrett is the Clairvoyant the whole time. It's an epic theory.
We said that last episode.
Yeah, last episode. It was a fan theory I found.
It's a good theory. It holds water, but you know what? That could be good, because I don't think many people would suspect that. Or if we do, because if anyone who knows him from the comics knows that he's dubious. He's kind of
shifty.
Not morally sound.
Right.
So we would expect him to do not so great things, but to completely turn his back on S.H.I.E.L.D., I think would be...
Yeah, I don't know. One last thing. Are you surprised that Lorelei didn't drop any references to her sister?
I actually didn't give it any thought.
Because as far as I know, she didn't. Yeah. She gave...
She is an Asgardian, she's an Enchantress, but she's not the Enchantress.
Right.
She's not the one that...
Her sister
is... in outfit.
Right, her sister is the Enchantress.
Yes.
Amora, the Enchantress.
Yes.
It's in her name.
Amora, that's her name. I always forget her name. Amora.
So... Yeah. So they don't mention any of that. They don't mention the whole falling in love with Thor and Loki tricking her and all that stuff. Maybe they're leaving that open. Or maybe that she's just a quick villain and we're not going to see her again.
Or maybe they're changing the canon. It could
Oh,
be...
yeah, they've done that a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they clearly did it here, because Lorelai in the comics, at least what I've read, is that, you know, she was just passed around.
Yeah.
Like, as a captive and used against people, and...
Right, exactly.
Had a voice of her own, and this Lorelai is clearly not that Lorelai. This is a different Lorelai.
No, but she would definitely make a good wife for Loki. I think the two of them would get into some mischief and shenanigans.
Maybe not wife.
Maybe not wife, but definitely...
Loki sleeps around, he doesn't marry.
True, he does sleep around, and it seems she does too. Anyway, on that note, Clio, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Cliomoto at most social medias, like Twitter, and Tumblr, and Pinterest, and stuff. And you can find me on Twitch at the Cliomoto. Just put a
The in front of that whole thing. You see that thing down there under her name?
The.
Be funny if I could reach my hand into your frame, but I can't. Well, they could find you there.
This they can.
Yeah, they could find me below at Philodrin on Twitter and also Twitch, but I haven't been streaming much, so Twitter works for you. Also, you could find all of us and all of these episodes and podcasts we do at tvcaptive.com, as well as ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Google+, YouTube. What else? I'm so bad at this. Huh? Oh, yeah, you can email us at asotvpodcast@gmail.com. And, like I said, tvcaptive.com. We have other things in this podcast there, other than this podcast, like articles and other fun stuff. So, check it out. Until next time.
Bye.
I swear to God, I will get better at this hosting thing. It's my second time. Give me a break. Yeah! Got the splash skier night. Goodbye.